Hi folks, it's now November. Welcome to only another 6 weeks till Christmas, but we're going to look over what's been announced as new tooling for October. You know, we've had 15 announcements made of fresh tooling that should be with us by the end of this year and maybe the beginning part of 2025. So let's have a look and see what's being offered by some amazing scale model manufacturers. So right at the beginning of the month, we heard that Curtiss Models are bringing out this Newport 11 early in 1/32 scale. Allegedly, it's been announced now. There's been no date, but knowing Curtiss Models, they're probably so far into developing the tooling that hopefully we'll see this in the beginning of 2025 at the latest. Clear Prop, our friends from the Ukraine, have said that they're going to be releasing a brand new 1/48 scale Lag 3. If you don't know much about the history of this plane, it basically started the Lavochkin series, so the Lavochkin 5, the LA5, the LA7, and but this one's the late series, 1943. It's alleged that it was one plane that the pilots didn't like during World War II, and hence the development of the Lavochkin 5. Arma Hobby announced the Nakajima Ki43 Hayabusa in 1/72 scale. Personally, I do love a Japanese World War II plane to build, and I am looking forward to seeing Arma Hobby bring out this new tool. Again, being announced now, but hopefully we will be seeing it in the early parts of 2025. Academy, well done Academy. They're bringing out this Boeing P-8A Poseidon in 1/144 scale. Personally, I didn't even know this plane existed. It's basically a Boeing 737 that's been weaponized. I never even heard of this. I've never even heard of this plane. I didn't even know it existed. But apparently, it's basically a Boeing 737-800 airliner that's been militarized for maritime patrol and reconnaissance. And at 144, it's not 172, it's a pretty good size. If you've seen a lot of the Boeing 737s from Revell or Hella, they're a good size for your workbench to build. Takom next on our list, and they have announced they're going to be releasing a 1/350th scale submarine. It's the Project 658M SSBN, which is basically a Russian ballistic nuclear submarine. It's also known as the Hotel class, and it was the first Soviet nuclear-powered ballistic missile boat, and these were first commissioned back in November of 1960. This one will come with photo etch parts and a choice of 3 markings, and you can pre-order these now from most model shops. Takom have also announced they're releasing another tank. They're going for the Panzer Os-G late production Blitz Super in 1/35 scale, and looking by the pictures, or the box art I should say, is coming with metal barrels. 180 parts in this, is 100% new tooling. Blitz Super by Takom, so I'm not too sure what that means. And also, the plastic is apparently being used by Das Werk. They're bringing also to the market a Panther Os-G with metal barrel included. There'll be 4 types of markings, P parts, and the hatches can be built in open or closed position. Link and length style tracks are also included. Our friends from Osima have announced their Volkswagen Beetle, a 1955 specimen, so I presume it's the flat windscreens, in 1/32 scale. They're saying it's going to be released roughly around mid 2025, so we've got a few months to wait. But looking at the picture on the screen of the first impressions of it, I guess, the test shots, I think it looks a bit alright. It's something that I'd definitely be interested in building. So I do like a Beetle. Rye Field Model Works have announced a 1/35th German King Tider Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger Osima B, SDK Def Z182 with the Henschel turret. It's going to have a movable torsion bar, quick assembly mirror tracks, movable interior set of artillery, disassembled drive wheels with 4 types teeth plate is what they're saying here. And if you are one of the first of the pre-sales, you will get a free metal barrel with a 3D printed muzzle brake for the first batch of pre-sales is what it's saying here on the box. And it looks like they'll be releasing 2 versions of this. There'll be one in, they say, 2024, and they'll release one with new parts in 2025. Whilst we've gone through some of these new tooling releases or announcements, can I ask a favour? If you're not a subscriber to this channel, will you please have a think about becoming a subscriber? All you've got to do is click subscribe or ring that bell, and if you click all, you'll be notified when I release a new video. It really does help the channel grow, having you as a subscriber, and an honour and a privilege also. Anyways, let's get back to the video. IBG Models have announced a Bedford MW in 1/72 scale. I cannot see anything else online apart from a picture on ScaleMates, which has the most amount of sprues I've ever imagined on a 1/72 scale. I'm assuming that there's going to be different tools or different sprues for different variants of the Bedford MW. Basically, it's a 4x2 truck powered by a Bedford 72 brake horsepower 6-cylinder inline petrol engine through a 4-speed transmission. And even though it was lacking 4-wheel drive and being unsuited for off-road use, these MW's powerful engine, short wheelbase, low centre of gravity and relatively light weight gave it excellent acceleration and almost sports car-like handling. So I'm assuming that looking at the amount of sprues, I think they've gone all in, and hopefully they will be showing or having different marks or different designs of this Bedford for us to build. But welcomed. Hobby Boss have announced a 135th IDF Namer 1 IFV, which is basically an armoured personnel carrier. And I think, if I'm right, the name comes from 2 vehicles and they combine the names. So it's used by the Israeli Defence Force, and it's an abbreviation of Nagmash, which is Na, which is an APC, and the Merkava, which is an armoured personnel carrier. And so it's based on the Merkava Mark IV tank chassis. So yeah, interesting decision there by Hobby Boss to release this Namer. IBG Models have announced something a little bit specialist for their country. They're releasing a Pzl M18Drada, which is a single engine agricultural aircraft that is manufactured by Pzl Mielek in Poland, and the aircraft is used mainly as a crop duster or a firefighting machine. So looking at the picture there, you can see there's going to be some photo etch there for all those pipes and sprayers underneath, because it is a crop spray or used for fighting fires. But yeah, doing something a little bit homegrown for them in 1/48 scale. It is due out in mid part of 2025, but good on them doing something a little bit homegrown. Rye Field Models have announced a 1/35th scale M109A7 Paladin, which is a self-propelled howitzer. And what a beast. Look at that. I've never seen one before, seriously. I've never seen one, but it's something that really does look fantastic. The 27.5 tons. What a beast. 30 foot long, 10 foot wide, and the height of it's 10 foot, and they have 6 crew, a commander, a driver and a gunner with 3 loaders, and the shells are separate loading and bag charge. So yeah, interesting indeed. And Rye Field Models are going to release it. It's a hell of a beast, isn't it? Look at the size of it, man. I'm impressed, and it looks quite modern actually for a howitzer. But yeah, well done, Rye Field Models. If that's your game and you like building this, you'll be looking forward to seeing this Paladin. Special Hobby have announced these MQM748 Chucker 1s in both 1:48 and 1:72 scale. So this Chucker is a series of aerial target drones produced by Northrop. The Chucker has gone through 3 major revisions with the MQM748, the 74C, the Chucker 2 and the Chucker 3 as well. And they're recoverable remote controlled subsonic aerial targets. And Hobby Boss have created these so that you can build the Chucker and the launch platforms there for you to model. Fantastic. And finally, our friends Arma Hobby, 1/72 scale, a Curtiss H-75A Hawk. So this Curtiss Hawk 75, which was a private venture which flew for the first time in 1935, it was following development and a new engine. 3 prototype aircraft were ordered by the US Army Air Corps. Eventually led to the P-36 lineage, which went on to serve around a dozen air arms across the world, including the US AAC. And I believe that Duxford has one of these in storage or on show. I'm sure that I've watched a video on YouTube somewhere along the line where there was one flying at Duxford, so I'm assuming they may have one there. But anyways, it looks fantastic. It is Arma Hobby right the way through, nice design. All you're seeing is a CAD image at the moment, but they announced this now, so they're saying it could be here at the beginning of 2025. I doubt you'll see it before 2024 anyways. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one from Arma Hobby, a 1/72 Curtiss H-75A Hawk. So there you go, there's your roundup for the announced tools of October. We're into November now. I'm looking forward to see what the scale manufacturers out there are going to bring to us. I'm not expecting a lot because it's Christmas. And in January you've got the Airfix announcements as well. There may be something in Telford in November because Scale Model World is just around the corner. We shall see. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that recap, that roundup of all these tools. If you like this video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. Any questions, any comments, leave it in the box below because I do reply. One big shout out to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. If you'd like to become a channel member, just click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. We do live stream just for channel members on a Thursday, and there's other perks as well to becoming a channel member. If you like this video and want to see more, just click one of the 4 corners here. There'll be either a playlist or a video of other videos that are on this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.